Hi, it's
Hi,
Jen
I'm Mel.
from Teacher Lunch.
And we're on episode, I don't
I
know,
don't know, and we're actually
9,000.
eating lunch.
We are really eating teacher lunch in the car, McDonald's,
We're trying to
crispy
do it
fries.
all, and it's getting hard, but we love it.
We do love it.
hmm
We'll find a way.
hmm So
If
we're
you love
actually
something, you find a way.
going to be true talkers today.
Sorry, I know this is gross.
I know, I'm sorry, but anyway, I want to talk about not my kid,
Not my kid.
not my kid,
Not mine.
not mine.
I blame mine even when they're not even there.
I never believe a word they say.
Never.
Anytime a teacher said something, I said okay, and my kids would be like, no, 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 nope.
I
You're
don't
in
want to
trouble.
hear it.
I don't want to hear it.
You're in trouble.
You want to keep them after school? God bless. It gives me more time by myself.
Exactly.
But the kids we have now,
Nobody takes
nope,
accountability.
there's a reason. There's a reason for everything. There's a reason why they don't have their homework. There's a reason why everything.
There's a reason.
There's a reason. And guess what? Here's our advice to you as parents, young parents. It's always your kid's fault. Always.
Honestly, they're definitely at fault somewhere. Might not be the whole thing, but they are not entirely innocent. Anytime my kid said not me or whatever, there was always a
like a
percentage
truth to it.
that they were at fault somewhere.
Right.
Maybe
Right.
not entirely,
Right.
but definitely a percentage.
So that's funny. Here's a story. When my son was
I'll chill
little,
while you talk.
yeah. So my son was little. He was in second grade, second or third, maybe third. And I had been pregnant. I was always pregnant. I have 100 kids. But anyway, I was trying to lose weight. I was on Jenny Craig. And this one mom came up to me and so mad because my son called her daughter fat and she needed to go on Jenny Craig, right? So she comes to me to tell me this. And I was like, oh, that's horrible. Then I was thinking about it though, because this is kind of out of character for my kid to start something like that. Like he would never do that. Not that he got, but he just would never start it. I said, well, can I ask you, did she say anything to him first? And she goes, let me find out, because she knew her kid's number too. She had the kid's number. She comes back. She goes, actually, yeah, she made fun of his stuttering. I said, So she goes, all right, forget I said anything. She was a great parent. Forget I said anything. I'm like, all right. So sometimes, you know your kid, right?
Right.
So like for that, I would have killed him. And I still said to him, no matter what, that's not kind, especially to a girl, it's not kind. And it wasn't kind what she said. And the mother did reprimand her daughter. But
yeah, right. They always say that two sides of the story and the truth is in the middle. It is true.
It is.
But I think when a teacher tells you something about your kid, you really have to listen, because your kids act differently when they're not around you. Sometimes it's for the better, which is what you want, and sometimes it's not. So you have to, if a teacher or an adult or the principal's calling you and telling you something, most likely it did happen. It takes a lot for us to call and have to tell.
I was just going to say, it takes so much for a teacher, like even on the report cards. We do a 1, 2, 3, 4, like for participation or, getting along with others, playing with others, things like that. And I give 2s. And a lot of times the parents are very surprised. But you have to remember, like we have Fun Fridays, we have indoor recess, so they play. And sometimes you don't have to play with everybody, but sometimes that kid's not as nice to say, don't play with me. And I have to, I just want them to learn. But some of these parents are very surprised.
And they're surprised because they're looking at their kid at their house with one person that they invited over that they like. They're not looking at them in a group of 25 with kids that they don't like or kids that are not very nice all the time. So you may be surprised that, even the kids that are like really good kids, they still make mistakes.
Absolutely.
And they do say things that are rude or mean or whatever.
Absolutely.
But then it gets to a point too, sometimes you don't want to even deal with that parent. And if you have that reputation as that parent that doesn't want to hear it, the principal doesn't want to call you because they know you're not going to receive it the way it's supposed to be received. But then, there might just be a little too much one day.
Yep. And then it all falls apart.
And
I'm going to tell you, it really, in order for your child to succeed, you have to work with the school. I have to say I am lucky this year. I've always had pretty good parents. I really have. And when there's accountability on the parents to say, okay, yes, thank you for telling me about my child. I'll talk to them at home. It works so much better in the classroom. It just really does. I mean, it sounds so cliche, but we really do have to be a team. Because when the parent is not believing you, that's what the kid hears. And they come in
Exactly.
and they're like, ugh, my parents are not going to
And the
care.
kid also too, like you got to remember they're with us all day. So they have a relationship with us that the parent doesn't have.
Yep.
Kid is very close to us. They're with us all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like good parent, bad parent. Like if you're talking about your child's teacher to your child, they take that personally.
Mm-hmm.
That's their teacher. They love them, whether you
Yeah.
like them or not.
Yep.
You know, my kids had teachers I didn't really like, but I
Yep.
never said it to them because I don't want them to feel that. Like you almost feel like, should I defend my parent or should I defend my teacher? Like
Right.
they're put in the middle of a situation that is too adult for them to understand. So don't badmouth the teacher, even if you can't stand them, even if they're the worst teacher in the entire world. Don't say it in front of your
No,
kid.
and I feel like we're old school. We know that, but I think we're old school in terms of like always be respectful to the elder, right? Always.
Well,
You
just
give
like
them
us
that
at
respect,
McDonald's today
like
when we
us.
just went around
When
the
we went around the
Versa.
Versa, and I always teach my kids like you have to respect your teacher, right or wrong. You have to respect them. My one son in his high school right now had an argument with the teacher, and he had every right to go back and forth with him, but he was respectful. You know, you don't have to lay down as you get older either, but he was respectful. I didn't get involved. I let him handle it. And that's it. Because guess what in life?
Right?
I can't step in all the time.
Mom can't fix it.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Even though you want to
I
sometimes.
took a big bite. You got to go.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm just saying mom can't fix it even though you want to sometimes because then they start complaining about when they're working and they complain about coworkers and you're like, you want to call up. You can't do that. You cannot do that.
And they want to quit so easily, right?
Oh my God.
Because they don't know how to handle the situation. So think about it. Like how many jobs have kids quit? Like, and it's because they don't know how to handle it anymore. I mean, we still have high schools that say like, okay, go outside and draw with chalk to relax. Like, come on. Enough with the chalk.
Enough with the chalk.
Enough with the chalk. Listen, you got in trouble. Go. I was listening. My husband listened to a podcast. It was Joe Rogan, and there was a doctor on there saying about therapy, how if you constantly go to therapy and talk about that problem constantly, you're reliving that problem. You're not letting go of it.
Does it become your identity?
It becomes like your identity. Like you can't let go of it, and that's not healthy. Like there's always strategies for things, breathing strategies when you have anxiety or this and that. But this one was about you can't keep reliving these problems, right? So one thing to do, they say, is like, you know, I guess it's your serotonin. Like that's why it's so important to exercise. Go outside for a walk, a run. I don't exercise.
My friend just texted me. They have Equinox has a teacher discount. I must have said it on Saturday. I want to go. She goes, "Oh, there's a HIT class. You want to come with me Thursday?" I said, "No, that sounded so good on Saturday. It does not sound good today.
I think I'd rather give birth.
Hit my head.
Yeah, I think I'd rather give birth than take a HIT class.
And knock myself out. No.
Yeah. Those days are over. Like I'm a Pilates girl because you get to lay down.
Yeah, and when you haven't even gone to Pilates.
Well, I'll tell you why. I had to freeze it because I was doing the play, and it was $240 a month.
I'd rather do nothing but sit here and eat my McDonald's fries and burp when I drink my soda.
I'm on Manjaro. That's my exercise.
I know. Wegovy.
That's my exercise. No, I know it's not healthy. Jenny Craig. Weight Watchers. Actually, Weight Watchers, you could have a Happy Meal. I forgot. Remember, it wasn't that many points.
I don't know. I don't want to do that anymore. It's disordered.
I don't know, but I'm watching like TikToks and there's like the snack plate diet. And it's like, oh my God. They still do this.
Everything. We're done with that.
All those people are on the shot.
Oh, everybody's on the shot.
Mm-hmm. All those people are on the shot.
Although my friend told me at the baseball game that there's something called Ozempic toes.
Oh, I know. She showed me a picture of it. It's disgusting.
I don't want Ozempic toes.
Oh, Ozempic toes? They're all curled under.
They're like hammer toes or something.
You know something's going to happen from this Ozempic.
Of course it is.
We're going to grow a head. Yeah. We're going to grow something.
Heads or tails.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You're going to have two. You're going to have something hanging out of your ass. Walking with it. That's the problem. We don't know.
We don't know.
But
anyway, we're eating a lot, but we're like, I think people are like, how could you eat so much? We don't really eat. Like right now, the burger, I would have, before the Wegovy, I would have eaten this whole burger. I didn't eat the whole thing.
And I did the shot because I think the shot this week had water in it. I told Melissa.
Maybe
the whole thing. I'm feeling again.
I just can't even finish this. I want to throw up.
You did the shot this morning.
I know, but I wanted it. I craved it, and now I satisfied the craving, and I don't need to eat any more of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we do at the diner.
Yeah, the diner, we don't eat all the food. So it looks like, we're like these big gobblons, but we bring it home. Like if it's a sandwich, we'll bring half home. If it's salad, that one salad, that salad lasts me 2 days.
That was a good salad.
That was a good salad.
Yeah, we oh my God, I'm stuttering because I'm going to say
No,
I
I'm
have
gonna
all
say that
four
you're
kids.
Jen, I'm gonna
No,
say
all four
Jen,
kids
yeah.
are in my house because we have the, large family that when we bring it home, it's gone before it hits the counter, at least in my house.
It is. It's gone.
Yeah, they eat the leftovers. Like my one son eats leftovers like no one's business. The others, amends.
I know.
I
It's
don't know.
hard to feed everybody,
Did
too.
you watch that movie, Nonna? Oh, we
Yeah, we
talked
talked
about
about
that.
that. Yeah, Nonna.
The only funny
I
part
didn't
was
watch
you're
the end.
Sicilian, you're Bologna, and
Yeah,
puh, I
Sicilian
spit on
bologna,
you.
they spit, they fight.
It's
I
a
don't.
true, it's true story.
Oh, it is. Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
the restaurants in Staten Island, and now it's not just Italian grandmas; it's like from all over the country, world. And you go on and you look like, oh, there's an Israeli meal made by the Israeli grandma, and then Brazil, and all different countries,
Oh,
so
we
you can
should
try
do that. I
food.
love Staten Island. Me and my Staten
You
Island.
too love
I am going
Staten
to retire to
Island.
Staten Island.
What?
I loved it. I don't know why. I felt very at home there. I felt like I was like back on Garibaldi Ave with Lorraine Passardo.
Don't you wish you can do that sometimes? Move your family back to like how you grew up?
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Nope.
I wish I could. But Staten Island was very close to how I grew up. With Mary on the half shell, she was on the front lawn. There was like a.
That's great.
It was so good. I loved
The
it.
cement statues.
Yeah, everywhere.
And
the lawn was like pristine.
the lawn was because it wasn't a big it wasn't a big lawn.
It wasn't a big
I have
lawn.
to tell you, Nonna, the movie made me upset because I grew up like that, like the loud family, like with all food. Like you never ordered in, right? When you had hot family over, get out of here. Now we're tired. We don't want to do anything. So it broke my heart in some ways that my kids can't experience that.
I know. Like I would be like, if I didn't like what my mother made, I'd go next door by my grandmother and eat what she made.
There you go. But if you didn't like what your mother made and your grandma wasn't there,
Yeah,
I mean, what do you got to do? When my mom made liver and onions, she made me a burger.
I'd go by Lori's house, my friend around the corner.
But like, you didn't order out. You cooked. You had a meal.
No, if you wanted Burger King, they go, I make you a hamburger.
I make you a hamburger. Exactly.
And it's not the same. Yes, it's better. That's what they'd say.
I remember one Christmas Eve, I was little and, it was all fish and it was late because we used to stay and play poker. And I went, I'm really hungry. I want McDonald's. And you would have thought I shot like my Uncle Johnny. I was hungry. They were like horrified. I didn't like fish. Now, like I love Christmas Eve. But yeah, like I was sad that my kids can't experience the big Gavoni Italians.
Yeah, but don't you remember as a kid not liking stuff? Like I remember we would have the big antipasto for
I remember. I hated pastries.
For the day, New Year's Day. That's all we had. We had lasagna and an antipasto because we had
Who wants anything else? That's delicious.
But I didn't like anything on that antipasto. Like
you didn't like the
I didn't
cold cuts?
like it because it was like I wasn't used to that eating it like that. So my grandmother used to put a can of tuna fish in it for me because I would eat that.
You'd rather eat a can of tuna fish than like a mortadella?
Antipasto, she put this tuna.
What? Maybe it was anchovies.
No, it was tuna. I remember.
That's
because she knew I liked it, so she would put that in there for me.
That's funny.
And then we'd eat the lasagna. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what we would have.
But I said that because my sister were having a big reunion July 4th. And last year, her July 4th, she did a fancy July 4th, like fancy burgers, fancy stuff. I said, let's do like old school. Everybody just bring like a tray of food and we'll just eat it. But, that's messy to her. Like she won't do that.
Sauce, she doesn't want it.
Yeah.
Everything's white.
Everything's white in Connecticut and she doesn't want it dirty. But she likes old school Italian too when she gets in it. Because when we're all together, we are gravones. We really do just yell at each other. It's hysterical. But
I love that.
I do love it. Like but that's the other thing. It's hard for us to get together. Every Sunday I used to be with my family.
Every Sunday you knew you had to be there.
That's what you
did. You never even thought to not be there.
No, it's like that's what you had, unless you had a baby shower to go to or a bridal shower, but you were with your family, your grandparents. Now,
no.
Who's like lacrosse? I got a weekend away. You're at baseball.
I know.
Half the time we don't even eat big meals.
Big meal. No, I never do a big Sunday dinner. I love it.
You do it. Yes,
I
you
do.
I
do it, but I mean, it's very rare.
It's hard, yeah.
It's cold.
And after we watched Nonna, Ryan was like, "Oh, I'm craving a big gravy." I'm like, "Of course you are." And sometimes when I make it, guess what? I don't want the gravy. Yep. I'm like a diner. And we do love going to our diners.
We do like our diners. I think we have to go back to our real job now.
Yeah, I know. We have to go back to teaching.
I know you like them longer, but
I know. I'm sorry.
Listen to them twice.
Yeah, there you go.
So go back to the beginning.
That might be to get to know who we are. I think we talked about who we were.
We did. We talked about a lot of things today.
We should do that on TikTok. Maybe reintroduce ourselves. We have a lot more followers.
Yeah, we have a lot of new followers. Yeah, they want to know if you're married.
Oh, it depends who's asking. Is it Ralph who's going to offer me $5,000 a week? Anyway, all right. So that's all we got. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
And
and thank you for your support with the our big deal.
Yeah, thank you. It was a big deal.
It was a very big deal to us.
We keep playing Ain't No Stopping Us Now.
That's our song.
That's our song.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.